सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं रे रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम्
Good morning and namaskaram to all. We'll start. Good morning and namaskaram. We'll start. The audio is clear? Audio is okay? Om Sadasivasamaramбхам Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya-kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Graditam Puranamuna Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaധ്യായിനീം Ambattvamanusandathami Bhagavad-gite Bhavadveshiniim Namostu te Vyasa-vishala-buddhe Phullaravindayata-patranetra Yena tvaya Bharatataila-purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamayah-pradipaha Prapanna-parijataya Totra-vetraika-panaye Jnana-mudraya Krishnaya Gita-mrtaduhe Namaha Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsas Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamritam Mahad Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishmadrona-tata Jayadratha Jalagam Dhara Nilopala Shalyagrahavathi Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwatthamapikkarna-ghora-makara Duryodhana-vartini Sottirna khalu Pandavai Rananadi Kaivartakah Keshavah Parasharyavachas Sarojamamalam Gitartha-gandhotkadam Nanakhyanaka-kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyad Bharata-pangajam Kalimala-pradvamsina Shreyase Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatamaham Vande Paramananda-madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marudastunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedais Sangapada-krapopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyana Vastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino यस्यान्तं न विदुस्सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are in the 8th chapter, Akshara Brahma Yogam. So we have completed up to verse number 13, right? Yeah, where we discussed about that Pranavopasana, what Om represents, and the various kinds of Jiva Gati also we discussed. So now Bhagavan continues. Ananya Cheta Satatam, 14th verse, 8th chapter. Ananya Cheta Satatam Yomam Smarati Nityashaha Tasyaham Sulabhav Partha Nityayuktasya Yoginaha. One more time. Ananya Chetaha Satatam Yomam Smarati Nityashaha Tasyaham Sulabhav Partha Nityayuktasya Yoginaha. Hey Partha, Arjuna, Satatam Ananya Chetaha. Arjuna, Satatam means at all times. Okay, at all times, Ananya Chetaha. The mind is not thinking about the other. When the mind does not roam around or wander around on other things, that is Ananya Chetaha, means not wandering on other things, but then Nitya Yukta, Yaha Nityashaha Mam Smarati. Mam Smarati. Whoever daily, daily at all times, Mam Smarati, thinking or remembering or recollecting me alone. Me alone means here Bhagavan says Brahmam. Whenever in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan uses the word me or mine, it is representing Bhagavan means Brahmam, Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagavanidi Shabdyate. So, Mam means Parabrahmam, Yaha Nityashaha Mam Smarati, Nitya Yuktasya Tasya Yoginaha. For that yogi who is always attached to me, Nitya Yuktasya Tasya Yoginaha. See, earlier Bhagavan used the word Mayasakta Manah Partha. Asakta Manaha means attached. Asakti is there. Not to the objects of this world, not to the various Laukika Vishayas, not to the Vishayas, but me alone. One who is attached to me, Mayasakta Manaha. Similarly, Nitya Yuktasya Tasya Yoginaha, who is always attached to me, Aham Sulabha. I am easily available. I am Sulabha, very easily available. See, when we do Nididhyasanam or do Sravana Manana Nididhyasanam, we know that there is only one thing. Vastu, there is only one. Only one. That is consciousness. Bodham. Right? That same one's various manifestations is what we are seeing. The names and forms that appear to me, including my body, is names and forms. All that is just appearing in my consciousness, right? That consciousness, my consciousness means there is only one consciousness, that consciousness in which all those appear to me as well as you also, right? As well as to everything here. All the manifestations that appear to the various species, is nothing but that one thing. That Vastu is consciousness itself. So there is only consciousness which appears as many. That is Atma Vicharam. I am not this body, because this body is an appearance to me, or it is the Drishyam. I am the Drik. I am the one who sees. Okay, here that one Vastu, there is only one thing, and all those manifestations in this universe is the appearance of that consciousness, and that is me, that is you. Okay, this is the Vicharam, and this Atma Vicharam is the only sadhana. Okay, so in us, whatever karma we do, or whatever action we are in, or wherever we are, whoever we are, this Atma Vicharam is the only sadhana. No other sadhana is more or auspicious than this. This constant Atma Vicharam, constant thinking of that God, which is the Nitya Vastu, which is the reality, which is real, which never is born, which never dies, which is ever present. This constant Atma Vicharam slowly removes the raga and dvesha, likes and dislikes towards the objects of this world. So this vairagyam which develops because of Atma Vicharam, okay, leads to Anandam. That leads to peace of mind. Okay, and one who is in this path will see only God inside, outside. So there will be, at one point, there will be no inside, outside. Antar bahischa tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. Narayana is there everywhere. God is there inside, out. Everywhere there is God alone is there. And when this consciousness is everywhere, it is sulabha. It is easily obtainable or easily attained, because it is everywhere. That is why sulabha. Vishnu Sahasranamam also has got a verse, Sulabha Subrada Siddhas Chatrudi Chatrutapanaha. Sulabha. Easily available, because it is there everywhere. A few verses before, Bhagavan said, Samahatma Sudurlabha. Okay, the one such jnanis are durlabham, whereas Bhagavan is not durlabham. Bhagavan is sulabha. Bhagavan is there everywhere, easily available, but we fail to notice it. It is always like that. Whichever is available so freely, we don't give much importance to it. We just ignore it, or naturally we, when anything that is available in abundance, we ignore it. Similarly, Bhagavan is there everywhere, but we don't see it. We are interested only in things which is not available, which is far. Like, see, nobody is interested to see, you see a beautiful flowers or the birds, etc. all around us, the pigeons and so many beautiful species. But we would like to see something which is very rare. Very rare thing only we will go and we will see in the zoo or museum or somewhere. Is it not? Many, that is easily, which is easily available, we fail to notice, because that is our nature. Similarly, Bhagavan is there everywhere, in me, in you, and everywhere around, because Bhagavan is the only thing that is there. God alone is there, right? God alone is there. There is not a single point where God is not there. So the question of where is God, question is wrong. Where God is not there, right? God is everywhere. Bhagavan is there everywhere. Sulabha. Hey Partha, Bhagavan is Sulabha. See, in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a verse. You know the story of Prahlada, right? So, Prahlada was the son of Asura king Hiranyakashipu, and Prahlada was, when he was in the womb of his mother, Kayadu, Narada taught Brahma Vidya. And from the womb itself, Prahlada got this knowledge. And then from the very birth only, Prahlada was a jnani. And then he used to say only Narayanaya Namaha. We know that story. And then his father did not like him. And then he was again, out of anger, he said, okay, Chandamarkas, the Shishya or the sons of Shukracharya. So they took him. And then in the Padasala, in the Gurukulam, Prahlada was teaching other kids. When he was teaching other kids, what did he teach? He said, Nahyachyutam prinayato Bhakvayaso suratmajaha Atmatvat sarvabhutanam Siddhatvadiha sarvataha. O children of Asura, hey Asura boys, there is no difficulty in pleasing the God. There is no difficulty. Why? He is easily attainable. He is your own self, Atmatvad, because it is so close to you, okay, so near to you. I am Atma Brahma, this Brahman, this is so close to you. That is why it's called Upanishad also. So close to you, not away from you. You don't have to do any search outside because it is present at all times. Atmatvad also, he is ever attained. It's ever attained. Siddhatvad. Okay, always there. Only thing is we fail to notice this Atma. What is this Atma? It is the consciousness. It is the Bodham, right? Bodham. Consciousness is what is our true nature. That is your true nature. That is what you are. All other, the mind, the intellect, the ahankara, all that, they are the appearance in this consciousness. See, it's a drik. Okay? It is the drik. So, the one who sees everything, who is the light because of which tasya bhasa sarvamitam vibhati. All that which is shining is because of that light. That light is bodham, that is consciousness, that is you, that is me. This is what. So it is easily available. That is sulabha, atmatvat sulabha, and siddhatvad. It is easily attainable. It is ever attained. Sorry. Siddhatvad means it is ever attained. You don't have to get it. You are already there. You have to only know this. We have to know this intellectually and make it our own. In whichever way we are in, whatever job we are in, whichever tattvam we are using, or whichever philosophy we use, doesn't matter. In whichever way we think, whichever way we find it, so long as one finds this Atma, finds this within himself or herself, is very easy. That is why even Ramana Maharshi said, but in Tamil he say, Ayye ati sulabham atma vidyai. Ayye ati sulabham. It is very easy. It is so easy. Sir Balakrishnan Nair sir used to always say, this is very enthuluppam. It is so easy. It is not so difficult. It is only actually in one of the, I think somewhere I heard in a lecture by a Mahatma that Sureshwaracharya said, I have not read, said that it is difficult to know or get involved in the samsara. It is easy to renounce. That is what he said. It is easy to become a sannyasi. It is very difficult to be a samsari. It is very difficult. Why? Because, see, only we have to just attend, or we have to focus our attention towards this. Nothing else. That little bit of focus is there, little bit of that samadhanam, that uparati, all that little bit, if it is there, immediately this will be easily understood. This tattvam, atma tattvam is very easy, and it is, that is why Bhagavan is sulabha, very easy, but difficult for people who have lot of other interest. Okay, bahusagha hyanantasya. If the vyavasayatmika buddhi reka bahusagaha anantasya. If the mind is scattered with various interest in this world, interest in this world means I want to get this. Why I want to get this and that? Only because that will give me happiness. That is the only reason, nothing else. But once we know that the happiness lies within only, it is not outside, it becomes sulabha. It is very easy. That is why aham sulabha. We'll move to the next verse, 15th. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha. Paramam samsiddhim gataha. Those who are free and attained this moksham, or reached Brahman, or reached means who has realized Brahman by experiencing oneness, Advaitam. That is Paramam Samsiddhim Gadaha Mahatmanaha, means Satyadarshis or Jnanis, those who are self-realized or God-realized. Mam Upetya, they attained me. Right? They attained me. They realized me. Mam Upetya, attained me, Brahman, or knowing me. Then Ashashvatam Dukkhalayam Punarjanma Na Apnuvanti. They never get deluded by this Ashashvatam things, which is not Shashvatam. Which is Shashvatam means which is ever present at all times, without decreasing, increasing, like that, which is ever Shashvatam. Ashashvatam means continuously changing, which undergoes vikaram, which undergoes change. All the objects of this world, including this body, mind, intellect, all, they are all continuously changing. Not the only thing that is permanent is I notion is the only thing which is permanent. I am. That doesn't change at all, which is ever present before the birth of this body, the so-called birth of this body, and even after the death of this body. That is Shashvatam. Ashashvatam is body and bodies, all bodies. All bodies. All bodies means gross body, subtle body, and causal body. All body, they are all called bodies only. And all the various kinds of bodies, right? So all is Ashashvatam. And Dukkhalayam. Dukkhalayam is the key word in this verse. Dukkhalayam means the house of miseries. Bhagavan Sri Buddha, what he said, somebody asked him, why are you leaving this Laukika world? Because he was a king. He was the prince. But he said, Iha Janmani Kasya Ratirna Bhaveda. Why I should not like this in this world? Only because Sri Buddha said, Yadi Janma Jara Maranam Na Bhavet. Here, if there is no Janma, this birth of this body and this constant change and change and change and becomes a old Jara, Janma, Jara, and then after some time disease, and then Maranam, death. This is inevitable. This we see all around at all times. That is happening to everything here. All the names and forms, all the bodies that we see, this is constantly happening. All the time this is happening. Yadi janma jara maranam na bhaved. If this doesn't happen, then yadi cha ishta viyogam na bhaved. Ishta viyogam. Let it be any objects, let it be money, let it be a property, let it be the name and fame. Okay, let him be the president of America or prime minister of some other country, doesn't matter. Whatever, whoever he is. Okay, in whichever position he is. Whatever, but it leaves. Right? Viyogam. There is separation. And the husband is separated from the wife, the children are separated from their parents, all because of death. Ishta viyogam is inevitable. There is a separation from me to other. Either the objects of this world will go, or I will go, or this body will go. That is what. So this viyogam, this separation of this body, because it's constant change, and because of this death, the so-called death, there is separation, which is inevitable. So Bhagavan said, Buddha said, Yadi cha ishta viyogam na bhaved. If this doesn't happen, then Yadi sarvam anityam idam na bhaved. Everything is anityam. Everything is anityam. There is no, as we said, there is nothing shashvatam here. Okay? We didn't bring anything. When we are born, this body is born, we didn't bring anything. And we are not going to take anything during the death. Right? There is nothing shashvatam here. Yadi sarvam anityam idam na bhaved. Iha janmani kasya ratir na bhaved. If all these above three doesn't happen, then it would have been wonderful to be here. It has been wonderful to live here. But everything, all this happening, all this is happening at all times. This viyogam is inevitable, because of which this world is called dukkhalayam. Right? Dukkhalayam. That is what Bhagavan said. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha. Paramam samsiddhim gataha punarjanma na apnuvanti. Punarjanma na apnuvanti. What is punarjanma? Birth and rebirth, all that. It is nothing but ignorance only. Ignorance. Thinking that I am this body will definitely cause death. That is death. The moment we think in ignorance that I am this body is changing. Every moment it is changing. This is not the same body. I am thinking if this is the body, after next moment this is changed. Mind also, if I think that I am this mind changes. All the time it changes. It undergoes change. We look at ourselves. Whatever we liked in the childhood, we don't like in our youth. And that also changes. Right? As the constant change is happening. This change is the death and birth. So, this death and punarjanma is happening every moment only. Every moment there is a rebirth and death. So what Bhagavan said is that because of this is dukkhalayam, but for a jnani or those who have paramam samsiddhim gataha mahatmanaha mam upetya, attaining me, knowing myself, knowing my true nature, that I am this consciousness. See, there is a beautiful Ekashloki by Adi Shankaracharya. There, the story goes like this: a very old, in his old age, he said to Adi Shankaracharya that I don't have much time to study all the Upanishads and this Brahma Sutram, etc., Bhagavad Gita. I don't have time. Can you please explain to me this Atma Jnanam? Can you give me in short? So Bhagavan said, very easy. Kim jyotistava bhanumanahani me ratrau pradipadikam. He said, it's like a question answer. Kim jyotihi, during the daytime, bhanuman ahanime, during daytime, which is giving, how do you see things? How do you see the objects of this world in the daytime? Ahani bhanu, in the sun's light, right? The sun, because of the sun's light, I am able to see. Ratrau pradipadigam, night time, I see things with a lamp. With the lamp. So with the lamp, I am seeing things in night time. During daytime, I see things with the sun rays, sunlight. Syadevam ravideepa darshana vidau kim jodirakhya hime chakshuhu tatra nimila. Syadevam ravideepa darshana vidau kim jodihi akhya hime. Okay, how do you see the sun and the light? I see with the chakshuhu, with the eyes. With the eyes. Kim jodihi tatra nimilanadi same. Suppose you close your eyes. Suppose you close your... So first Bhagavan asked, how do you see the objects of this world? I see in with the sunlight, and at night the deepam. And how do you see this sun and the deepam? With my eyes. Okay, so slowly we are coming from the outer to inner. Okay, with the eyes I see. See, here we should not take only eyes. We should think about the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. All with the 5 sense organs, we enjoy the objects of this world, or we see, we smell, we taste, etc. Sensations. So with the 5 sense organs, we experience things of the outside Vishaya, outside objects. Tatra nimi, chakshuhu means tatra nimilanadi samaye. Suppose you close your eyes. How do you see? With the mind. Tat chakshus tatra nimilanadi samaye kim dhir dhiyo darshane. Okay, with the mind you see, but with what are you able to see your dhi? Here mind or buddhi, what you can take either way. How do you see? Tatraham kim tatrahamato bhavan paramagam jodistadasmi prabho. That with which you are able to see the mind. Are we able to see our mind? Yes, I can see my mind. The mind is changing, right? All that I can see. And the content of the mind, the thoughts, they come and go. I am able to see the mind. See, suppose we think little more deeply. We are able to even watch our prana. Is it not? You can even watch your breath. We will be able to watch your breath also. Your life also you can see. Then the question is, in deep sleep, are we able to see the prana? In deep sleep, we say we don't know anything. We did not experience anything. So, in waking state, what we experience as many things is the reflected consciousness. Okay, the consciousness which is present in all three states, but with the mind available in our waking state, we are able to see the objects of this world, the mind, the prana also. In our dream also we are able to experience a different world. But in deep sleep, there is the absence of this mind and there is the absence of this body, and hence the absence of this ahankara also. It is absent. That is why we say we didn't know anything. But there is something. That is a clue. There is something. Without mind and body and prana, there is something. That which is there, ever present in all three states, is Atma. That is Atma. That is Bhagavan. That is Brahman. That is God. So the clue is there in the deep sleep state. That which says I know, and also that which says I don't know anything, I didn't know anything. So during the deep sleep state, it says or it experiences of I don't experience anything or I don't know anything. So the knowing, which the knowing also and not knowing also I know. I know that I experience things, and I also know I don't experience things. That is Atma, that is Brahman. And that is what you are, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, that is me also. So I am not this mind, I am not this body. That which is there, that consciousness which is ever present even before this body is born, and also after the body undergoes the so-called death, I am ever present. That is me. That is what it says, aham aham iti. So that aham is the aham vritti or the aham bodham, which experiences many things. But this experience is possible because of the medium, this body and mind, without which also I am ever present, and that is me. And that Brahman is na jayate mriyade va kadachit. Right? That is what? That is the one which doesn't die, which doesn't have birth. And they are the Mahatmas. Paramam samsiddhim gataha mahatmanaha punarjanma na apnuvanti. You don't have rebirth or birth, rebirth. See, if there, what do we say about rebirth? When I know that I am this Brahman, there is no birth only. There are no janmas. There are no earlier janmas. There are no this janma. And then punarjanma, where it will come? There is no janma only. So there is no earlier janma also. Now, so we never talk about earlier janmas and then sanchita karma, agami karma, prarabdha karma. No karma is there. Once I know that I am this Atma, once I know that I am this Brahman, then in Brahma or Atma, where is this janmas? And then where is this karmas? Right? So I have to know this like this. I have to know that I am Aham Brahmasmi in this way. And deep sleep is the greatest clue. We'll move to the next one, 16th verse. Brahma bhuvanan lokaah punaravartinorjuna mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. Again, Bhagavan explains again, punarjanma na vidyate. There is no punarjanma. For whom? For whom? Those who have realized my true nature. Abrahma bhuvanan lokaha. Starting from Brahmalokam to all lokas. Punaravartinaha. They, all worlds from the Brahmalokam to all other lokas, punaravarti. They appear, disappear. They form, appear, disappear. This is constantly, this is happening. This is the cycle of this lokas coming and going always happen right from the Brahmalokam. Punaravartinaha. Kaunteya, hey Arjuna, mam upetya tu, if you or anyone attains me or realizes me, know me as that true nature, know ourselves. See, when Bhagavan says me, here we have to understand that we are talking about ourselves. Okay? Mam upetya, one who, we have to think that I have to know myself. Punarjanma navidyate, no rebirth again happens. Arjuna, all worlds, including the realm of Brahma, the creator, are subject to rebirth. See, this Jiva Bhava, this Jiva Bhavam also is ignorance. What is Jiva Bhava? The Jiva Bhava, generally we say, this is the reflected consciousness, which reflects in the mind. That reflected consciousness is only a reflection. It is only a reflection. The reflection doesn't exist. The reflection has no reality in it. It borrows its existence from the original consciousness, and that original consciousness is Brahman. Okay, so reflected consciousness which thinks I am this body is the problem, but the reflected consciousness know myself as the original consciousness, there is no problem. Once again, the reflected consciousness which reflects in the mind, when it thinks that I am this body, or I am this mind, I am this intelligence, etc., is adhyasam. See, after I am this body, then all other starts. Husband, wife, and Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, etc., all that comes. Or I am this officer, or I am the peon, or I am this cobbler, or whatever. All comes after the notion that I am this body. Then only I am tall, I am short, all that. Everything comes after I have the notion that I am this body. Right? So, that notion of I am this body is in the mind. That reflected consciousness thinks this way. But whereas the reflected consciousness knows that I am the reflected consciousness of the original consciousness, all problems are resolved. That is the state of a Jivan Mukta who continues to be alive so long as this body is functioning. And once like an apple, apple, it's also breathing. An apple which gets ripened and then it gets rotten, and then we put it in the mud. We throw it on the ground. Similarly, this body also, which undergoes change, breathing we call it. So this change that is happening in the body, and asti, jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, kshiyate, nashyate, right? 6 shadvikara, six changes that is happening to this body, right from the asti, it forms in the womb, then it jayate, it comes out of the womb, then vardhate, increases in size, then parinamate, it goes on change, kshiyate, apakshiyate, slowly it gets deteriorated, and then it goes to the Nashyate. Either it is burnt and merges with this Panchabhutas, or put under the underground and buried. Similarly, same like an apple or a tomato. Okay, so this we call it birth and this thing. Why this is, why somebody is suffering? It is only because that reflected consciousness thinks that I am this body. That is the only reason. That is the only reason. So this happens right from the Brahmaloka to here. Here the meaning is even that Brahmaloka also gets repeated. Those who have gone to the Brahmalokam also comes back. See, in Kramamukti we have discussed in the earlier one that those who are going to the Brahma, they don't come back. They go there and then there also they listen to Vedanta and they get moksham over there. But there also they have to listen to Vedanta, there is no doubt. Without Atma Jnanam, you go to Brahmaloka also, there is no use. So the point of here, Abrahma Bhuvanan Lokaha Punaravarti, is to emphasize the importance of Jnanam even if you go to Brahmaloka. That's all. And there are some stories that some sages, even after going to Brahmaloka, they come back, but they know that they are Jnanis. Some sages, they want to come back to this world to enlighten others. So there are sages, there are stories where the sages, even after going to Brahmaloka, they come back. But generally, those who go to Brahmaloka, they don't come back. But here, the importance, Bhagavan said that Abrahma Bhuvanan Lokaha Punaravarti means, the reason is that to emphasize the importance of Atma Jnanam. That is the only reason. Even all the explanation of this various kinds of travel, etc., is to know that, we should know that this is how the Jiva travels and etc., is to have Atma Jnanam here, now itself. Don't wait for the Punaravarti. Don't wait for the next Janma, etc. That is the reason why we should know this, our true nature, as Atma. So to emphasize this point only, Bhagavan says, Abrahma Bhuvanan Lokaha Punaravartin Arjuna Mam Upetya tu Kaunteya. This is the most important word here. Mam Upetya tu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. Mam Upetya. Anyone who attains me, who realizes me, then Punarjanmana Vidyate. No rebirth again. Rebirth is nothing but identification with this body. That is the rebirth. Identifying with the body is the rebirth. Identifying with Atma, free. Okay. So we'll move to the next word. Next verse. 8:17. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharyad Brahmano Viduhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Tehuratra Vido Janaha. One more time. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharyad Brahmano Viduhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Tehuratra Vido Janaha. Those who know that the day of Brahma, that means the ahar, daytime, a day and night, okay. So that day of a Brahma lasts for 1,000 yugas. And one night of Brahmaji also lasts for 1,000 yugas. Those who know, they are the knowers of day and night. What does that mean? Suppose anyone says that I know what is day, I know what is night, they don't know what is day and night. They should know what is the day and night of Brahmaji. They only know what is day and night. What does that mean? It means the time. What is time? See, when very simple it is, but still I will try to, we will discuss little bit. What is day and what is night? Or what is time that we say one day? What is it? When we say one day, it is with respect to the position of earth with respect to the sun. Right? It is apekshikam. It is the relative position or the relative movement of earth and sun. We call it a day. And it is only applicable to the people on earth. Even there also some people here in this side of this the world have got different day and night, and on the other side of the earth they have got a different time of different day and night at a different time. Is it not? There also it is changing. But we know that it is the relative position or relative movement. Movement means karma. Right? It's a karma. So it is the because of the karma or the because of the relative movement between two objects of this world, we call it time. And what is this Uttarayana and Dakshinayana? 1 year, we say 1 year. We say 1 year. How do we say 1 year? It is the position of the sun which moves from, see, when the sun rises, you can see at one point it is on the northern side, and sometime after 6 months you will see again it is on this side, and after 6 months it will come to the south to north. So you can see the rising sun on the northern side, and after 6 months on the southern side, and again it will come. So this is the Uttarayana and the Dakshinayana. That also, the year also is connected with the position of the sun with respect to the earth. And this day and night, it is not applicable if you go to the sun. As far as sun is concerned, is there a day and night? And what will be the day and night for those who are in the sun? God only knows. We don't know. So only for us, a few of us, even the dogs and other things, I don't know how they calculate the year and months. We say 100 years. Human life is 100 years. And the dogs maybe 15 or 16 or like that. And some flies have got a few hours only. But they need not have the notion of a few hours or things like that. Think about this. So the time is a production, is a creation of our mind. So in reality, if you take, there is the notion of time is not there. It's just a notion. So in our Puranas, the Rishis have formulated this or given a formula for this time. That is, the humans, 1 month. Okay, the humans. Okay, the humans. We have given a calculation and then found that our 1 month is a day for the Pitralokam. Okay, and there is, we know Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksham. You know, Krishna Paksham is from Paurnami to Amavasi. That is the Krishna Paksham. And from Amavasa to Paurnami is the Shukla Paksham. So the Krishna Paksham is 1 day and Shukla Paksham is 1 night. This is for the Pitralokam. Then humans 1 year, the humans 1 year is 1 day for the Devas. Devas here means you take to some other planet or some other, you just move away from the earth, you will have a different time zone. There is no, actually the time of this 1 year or 1 day, etc. is only concerned for those who are on the earth with respect to sun. The moment we move away from the earth, the time is totally different. Again, we come back to this calculation of humans day and night, right? It is just a notion, it is a creation of the mind. Okay, coming back to our point, 6 months daylight and 6 months night is the one 1 year is 1 day. That is 1 day for the devas. 630 such days, okay, is 1 year. 1 year for the deva. That is one deva varsham. So again, humans 1 day, humans 1 month is 1 day for Pitras, and humans 1 year is Devas 1 day, and 600 and such Deva day is their 1 year, and 12,000 such divine years, 12,000 such divine years is one yuga. One yuga for the humans. That is Krita Treta Dwapara Kali. Satya Yuga, Krita Yuga, Satya Yuga you can call. Krita Treta Dwapara Kali. These 4 yugas of humans is the 1 yuga of Devas. And 1,000 such yugas is the 1 day of Brahma. And 1,000 such yugas is 1 night of Brahma. I am telling you, I cannot imagine. To be frank, I have no imagination of this. I only know that time is a creation of the mind. It has got nothing to do with day and night. But that is impossible to calculate. That is what the point is. It is impossible. In one of the commentaries I saw, some in Ram Sukdas Maharaj's book, it is calculated to how many days of humans is one Brahma Yuga. It calculated. So many zeros were there, so I left it there. So 1,000 yugas is 1 day, and 1,000 yugas is 1 night for Brahmaji. Now something more to contemplate. What is Brahma? Brahma, we all know that is a creator, right? Creator. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Brahma is the creator. What is Brahma? Brahma means it's a cosmic mind. It's a cosmic mind. And what is this cosmic mind? Cosmic mind is the cluster of all the minds put together. The humans, the animals, and all the things on the earth, and all the things of all the minds of the earth, all the minds of the jivas in the earth, outside, sun, moon, the galaxies, and all other planets and other, the whole universe. How many jivas are there? All the jivas' mind put together. That means it is the mind of this cosmic, it's a cosmic mind. That is the creator. That is why Brahma is the creator. And in that loka, can you imagine what is one? Is it possible to imagine what is a day and what is a night? So that is the calculation given by our Shastras. Sahasra Yuga Paryandam is 1 day of Brahma. That means the cosmic mind. And Sahasra Yugam is 1,000 such yugas. Okay, Krita Treta Dwapara Kali is 1 yuga for the Devas, divine yuga. Such 1,000 yugas is 1 night and 1 day. And 100 years is the Brahma's life. And after 100 years, new Brahma comes. New Brahmaji comes. So Brahma also, there are many Brahmas, Brahmajis. Okay, so that means this is to make us clear, make us understand that the time is just an illusion. It is just a creation of the mind. Now there is a question, when in science, you can search when the Big Bang happened. Big Bang, when it happened is a wrong question. Only after the Big Bang has happened, the time notion starts. So it is impossible to say when in science also when the Big Bang happened. So the word's meaning is that Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Viduhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vido Janaha. Those who know that the day of Brahma lasts for 1,000 yugas and the night of Brahma also lasts for 1,000 yugas are the knowers of day and night, means they only, one who thinks this way, one who contemplates this way, one who realizes this 1,000 yugas as one day of Brahma and 1,000 yugas as, they only know that this time is just a creation of the mind and it doesn't exist. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.